Why do they disappear and then suddenly come back like nothing happened? Why do they return even after everything seemed over? This pattern has a name, and it is not random. In psychology, this behavior is often described as hoovering. Like a vacuum, they pull you back in. But the question is not why do they come back? The real question is, why now? Because timing is everything. Narcissistic return is rarely about emotion. It is about access to attention, access to validation, access to control. When they leave, it doesn't always mean they are done. It often means they found another source, another situation, another dynamic. But when that source weakens or disappears, they return, not to reconnect, but to re-engage the system. When they come back, they often don't acknowledge the past. No explanation, no accountability, no closure, just, hey, how have you been? And this creates emotional confusion because your brain tries to connect the past with the present, but the dynamic resets. The past is ignored, the present is used. Why does this work? Because of unfinished emotional loops. When a relationship ends without clarity, your mind keeps searching for resolution. And when they return, it feels like an opportunity to understand, to fix, to complete the story. But that's the trap. The return is not about resolution, it's about reactivation. Another factor is intermittent reinforcement. Unpredictable reward creates stronger attachment. So when they disappear and then come back, your brain reacts strongly, not because the connection is real, but because the pattern is activated. Now, from a Jungian perspective, this connects again to projection. You are not only responding to them, you are responding to what they represent. The unresolved part, the unfinished story, the emotional imprint, and when they return, that entire system activates again. Now, here's something important. Narcissists don't return to everyone. They return to people who are still emotionally available, who still respond, who still engage, who still provide energy. So the return is not random. It is selective, based on accessibility. They are checking, is this door still open? And your response answers that question. If you engage emotionally, the dynamic restarts. If you stay grounded, the pattern breaks. So how do you protect yourself? First, don't confuse return with change. Coming back is not growth, it is repetition. Second, don't look for closure from them. Closure is something you create, not something they give. Third, recognize the pattern: disappearance, return, intensity, confusion. If it happened once, it will likely happen again. Fourth, don't respond from emotion, respond from awareness. Just because someone comes back doesn't mean they belong in your life. Sometimes they come back to see if they still can. And the moment you stop reacting, you stop the cycle. The truth is simple. Interest doesn't disappear instantly. It reveals itself over time. And the moment you stop chasing explanations, you start seeing patterns. And patterns don't lie. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and trust the patterns you see, not the words you hear. The truth will set you free. We'll see you in the next part of this series.